ready for a great game.
Tip-off taken by the Cowgirls. They get it back to their freshman, Stanley Hurd, who leads the Cowgirls in scoring, going into game number 7 in the Big 12.
Yeah, we've talked about Texas freshman, but Stanley Hurd, the freshman for the Cowgirls. This is going to be the key for the Cowgirls today. Can they shoot the temperature inside and not shoot the temperature outside?
There you go. They missed the 3 on an air ball by AC. First possession for Texas. Holly drives and dishes, picked off. Scramble for it, Hurd on the floor. And a kick called. It'll be Oklahoma State basketball.
And the best part of that right there is you've got 2 of the best Big 12 freshmen diving on the floor for a loose ball. Now that's basketball. That's good. That's good play right there.
Garzone to inbound, gets it to Asi. Asi, the junior from Estonia, in her 2nd season in Stillwater.
Number 1 in assist on the team for the Cowgirls. Cowgirls have to score off of her.
Gusters misses. Hurd ends up with it back out to Asi, who has 30 assists in her last 5 games.
Yeah, she can distribute the ball. She's got great vision on the floor.
Gusters has it taken away.
Yeah, it's physical right now, Mike. That's what that plays into Texas hands. But I give credit to the Cowgirls coming up with first offensive rebound.
Shot up and good from just outside the free throw line. That's Taylor Jones.
Taylor Jones coming off a pass from the low post.
Hurd running the point for the Cowgirls. She can play all 5 positions. Drives short on the shot. Rebound Texas.
That's the length I referred to early in the broadcast, Mike. Can the Cowgirls go against their height? They got a break there with the missed layup.
Great pass by Booker, who's got 91 assists as a freshman. Noble. And the foul will go against the Texas Longhorns. Here's a look at Vic Schaefer, his 4th season in Austin, but 19th season overall as a head coach. Spent some time at Sam Houston State, Mississippi State, and now Texas. 6 wins shy of 400 for his career.
I coached on the men's side for 42 years, and I can tell you, I watched his games being played as a head coach, Mississippi State, Arkansas, and now Texas. Vic Schaefer is one of the best coaches in the country.
Short on the shot there, rebound Texas. Early 2-0 lead for the Horns.
Well, there's just a process here where they have to adapt. They've not seen anybody with Texas size nor their physicality all year, so it's going to take a little while just to get through this adapting of how big they are.
Air ball on the corner 3. Out of bounds off the Horns is J.C. Hoyt, her 2nd season here in Stillwater after 5 with UMKC. And her teams at home are 8-1 this year, 22-4 over the last 2 seasons here on the White Maple of Eddie Sutton Court.
Mike, all you have to do is look at this crowd today. She has energized this state for Cowgirl basketball. She's energized this city, and the crowd today proves that.
Hurd across the timeline. She'll go one-on-one, gets inside, kicks it out. C thought about the 3, but we'll get rid of it.
Well, she thought about it, but Texas did a good job on a closeout where they couldn't get the 3.
Three-pointer is no good. Oklahoma State still looking for their first basket.
Well, that's what Booker does right there. That's her game. She's got a great mid-range game. You see her wearing 35. She loves Kevin Durant, but that's her game right there. Both teams are a little cold coming out right now.
Her first shot is a 3, and it's good.
And Mike, that's big for the Cowgirls, because I don't mind telling you, after watching them play all season long, as Leor goes, so go the Cowgirls.
1-point lead for Oklahoma State. Little step through and over the front of the rim for the basket. Texas back on top on the score by Aaliyah Moore.
Yeah, and the thing that's impressive with Texas so far, they're doing exactly what Coach talked about. They wanted to score inside, outside, and Jones and Moore have now got their points.
Hurd drives, pulls up, tries to bank it in. Cowgirls trying to save it, but to no avail. All the way down and laid it up with the left hand is Shea Gonzalez.
Yeah, Cowgirls didn't get matched up on transition defense.
Guster's left open, she drains it.
That's a good start for Hannah because she gets an opportunity to score away from the basket. As I said earlier, Mike, you know, she opens up right here. Most of her baskets come around the pivot area, but she's got that ability to make the 15-foot shot. And the thing that I like about Gusters and what Coach Hoyt will do with her, she'll play her a 2 to 3 minute stretch, and then she'll get her a rest and get her back in the game. Now the Cowgirl offense becomes different. Because it's more perimeter oriented.
Drive by Moore, layup won't go this time. And here comes Hurd. She can shoot the three as well. She'll put it on the deck. High off the glass, won't go. Rebound Texas.
Yeah, Hurd's got to make an adjustment here because she's getting in there so deep that the height's bothering her. One of the things she can look at, great backdoor cut there, great pass, matter of fact. Booker with the pass right there on a row.
Here's another look.
And that's what point guards do. It's amazing to what she's done and how she's had to adapt since Harmon's lost. I mean, to put it in Oklahoma and Texas status, take your quarterback off your football team and then move a backup in or somebody that's in a different position. And Booker has accepted that challenge and done a great job of it.
Holly completes the three-point play. It's a 4-point Texas lead. Langerman checked in during the dead ball. C went to the bench. Ekareva a moment ago came in for Gusters.
Well, that's exactly how the Cowgirls are going to have to play right there. They're going to have to penetrate to the paint and dish it out.
Noble gets it back, kicks it out, but it's a turnover against the Cowgirls. And with 4:46 to go in the opening quarter, physical and fast pace led by Texas, number 11 in the country here on ESPN Plus.
What happened when the Big 8 met the Southwest? 7 Heisman's. Count them. With 6 at the net, 5 on the floor, and 4 schools stronger. We put up threes, throw up deuces, and make one thing clear. We've always been greater than 12.
And welcome back to Gallagher Iba Arena in Stillwater. He's Barry Henson, and I'm Mike Wolf. Texas off to a 9-5 start here in the opening quarter, midway through. And let's check out the keys of the game first for the Longhorns. And I thought it was poignant what Vic Schaefer said. Old school basketball. Defend, rebound, and get inside.
And they've already done that. You've seen the game plan has worked the right progression for those guys. And then you look at Oklahoma State. They cannot enter into a state of perfunctory. They've got to be able to move the basketball. They can't have a lull. And right now, Mike, you know, the game is played the Texas way, but the Cowgirls have to make some outside shots.
All right, out of the timeout, it's Texas basketball. They've made 4 of their first 8 shots from the field. Oklahoma State 2 for their first 10. Moore faces up, puts it on the floor. Short, gets her on the rebound and puts it back. Texas up half a dozen.
Yeah, the same thing that Coach talked about early in the game. Coach Schaefer said we have to rebound the basketball. We have to make those points come available from rebounds.
Noble drives to her left, runs out of real estate, turns, fires, and you can't get the roll. And it's the Horns with the board.
Yeah, the one thing that Texas is doing a good job, even on penetration, they're gapping everybody out on the perimeter where you still can't get to find a three. So Cowgirls has got to find an opportunity to get a three.
Noble called for the offensive foul. Coach Hoyt arguing that Gonzalez did not give Quincy Noble enough room, but Nonetheless, it's Longhorn basketball.
Yeah, and it's not Quincy's foul. It's the point guard's foul that threw it to her. You've got to be able to see the defender creeping in there, so it's unfair to her to be called for that foul.
Booker with it for Texas. Looking for more again. Jones left wide open. She misses the shot. But she'll go to the line.
Yeah, this is a really good time right now for the Cowgirls. They've got to find a way to stop them inside. And you can see Coach Hoyt is now putting Gusters back in the ball game. But on the other side of it, they've got to find a way to get a basket down here. It's okay to take the ball inside, Mike, but you've got to find a way to get fouled while you're in there.
Jones short on the first.
You know, Texas is just playing their brand of basketball right now. And the only way to loosen that up is for the Cowgirls to hit a perimeter shot.
1 of 2 for Jones. They lead it 12-5.
They've got an opportunity now with Gusters in the ball game. They can play inside, outside with her.
Pass sails high, intended for Hurd, and back comes Texas.
Yeah, if they score here, Coach Hoyt will probably take a timeout.
Jones, the putback.
Yeah, they've got the Cowgirls sped up a little bit. Coach Hoyt calls the timeout, just like we thought. And, you know, this is the timeout, Mike, where you just settle them down. Try your best to settle them down. It's okay. Let's continue to do what we're doing.
14-5. Texas leads it. We take a look at that last bucket.
Yeah, and I go back. All of the Texas points now have come on the inside. And Jones has done such a good job of being around the basket. But we talked about the physicality early in this game. Can you out-rebound the Longhorns? Can you keep them off the glass? And offensively, can you get downhill and find people open on the perimeter?
Well, they're 6th in the country in rebounding margin at 13.1 per game, and already out-rebounding Oklahoma State today by a 10-5 count.
Yeah, they're +8 in the Big 12 Conference, and the Cowgirls are even. What a great play by Jason Hoyt coming out of timeout.
Makes the second count.
That's why you call timeout, settle down, have a little bit of a press offense here, and got a 1-out, 1 break.
Looks like the Texas-Oklahoma State football game, 14-7 here in the first quarter. Shaylee Gonzalez off the back rim, no good. Hurd skies to the board.
Now you're going to see the value of this timeout.
Steal for Texas.
Yeah, you've got freshman on freshman right there. That's pretty impressive.
Horns turn it right back over.
Here comes a shot.
Garzone.
Yeah, Mike, that's the best way to get open is in transition. It's hard to get open as a three-point shooter in a half-court position. But when you're in open floor transition, that's when you make shots.
Moore with it. Back to Moore, spins in the lane, up and under, left hand, short. Foul on the rebound against Oklahoma State. Langerman called for the foul, but here's another look at that frenetic pace that resulted in the basket.
This is what I talked about. So you got an open floor situation. They didn't get matched up on Garzon, and she's able to make the three. And then, of course, here it comes back. Moore with the step through once again, and that's obviously a foul. Jones goes to the free throw line for the Longhorns.
Her second trip to the stripe knocks down the first.
It's such a valuable asset to have a big that's always on the floor that can make free throws. And this year she's shooting right at 77%. She's over that mark right now. What an asset that is for the Longhorns.
Noble to Garzon, who's knocked down a couple of threes. And doesn't happen often, but her and Asi not on the same page on that pass. It sails out of bounds. Another turnover on the Cowgirls. their 6th of this first half.
Yeah, they have to take advantage when Guster sets the ball screen because Texas will not switch that out. So that means you've got a guard going against Jones trying to put her on skates to get around her.
Booker into Moore. Moore puts it on the floor, guarded by Langerman. And Langerman picks up another foul. And that'll send Leah Moore, the junior from Moore, Oklahoma, to the free throw line.
Yeah, if you're watching the game right now, you can definitely see the game plan of the Longhorns. They're going to get the basketball inside. They're going to use their height and physicality. And they're going to play off the inside-outside rotation of their offense.
Texas in the bonus for the rest of the opening period. All 119 of it.
Moore goes to the line. She's shooting 77% as well. She's one of our own here in the state of Oklahoma, played at Moore High School, and it's just good to have her back in the state.
She only played 9 games last year due to an ACL injury, and then on her 21st birthday this season, had 17 points on 7 of 7 shooting.
Well, that's certainly how you celebrate a birthday.
It is.
I celebrate my birthday with brisket.
I just want an invite next birthday. 17-10 Texas. Into Gusters. Spins. And the shot is good. Counter. And a foul.
That's the counter right there for the Cowgirls. When Guster's on the floor, this is when they become a little bit like the Longhorns. And she can play. Don't forget, this young lady was at LSU. She can play on the pivot. As long as she's fresh, she can play down there with anybody in the Big 12.
And she's a really good free throw shooter as well. As I jinx her. 17-12, Texas. Moore hands it off. Contested shot. It is good by Booker. Fouled by Asi. And that was kind of one of those plays where the second time gets the call.
Yeah, the Cowgirls should have been luckier and got the foul call on the first one, but fouled her on the second one. But this is one of the things we talked about in the pregame, Mike. This is what she does best. So when you're guarding her, you got to make sure that she becomes a jump shooter, that she can't go to her shooting hand. You just got to do a better job of containing her.
That is Booker's first basket, now with 3 points. And the Texas lead is 8.
Yeah, goes to the free throw line, shooting 87% from the free throw line. Texas setting up in a press here. Last time they did this, the Cowgirls scored in an open layup. Let's see how they handle it now.
Into Asi. And a reach-in called on Texas. That's Booker picking up the personal.
The gamble of pressing the Cowgirls is when you're pressing, that's when somebody like Garzone gets open for a wide open three. I would not be surprised if Coach Hoyt calls a play right straight into Gusters right now. Let's see what they do. Let's see if they go. They've been going to an overload set where they throw over the top. We'll see if they're running the same play.
Noble trying to find Leo Garzone, tipped out of bounds by Booker.
Yeah, Texas has got the Cowgirls sped up a little bit. Obviously, they're pressuring all of the guards right now.
Off of a couple of hands.
Yeah, just take your time. Still got plenty of clock.
Asi fakes. Mid-range jumper, nothing but net.
Yeah, that all happens because Gusters sets the ball screen. Remember what I said, the guard will attack the big. The big didn't come up that time to hedge the ball screen and had a wide open 15-footer.
Booker too strong. Garzone with a long rebound. Shot would not have counted if it had gone. It is 1 quarter in the books here in Stillwater. And 20-14, Texas leads it.
Look at the ball screen right here set by Gusters. Jones can't come up and take her. That's basketball right there.
Next season, you see the offense for Texas. They're second in the country in scoring margin, winning by an average of 87 to 56. You see a field goal percentage. They're in the top 5. Just down the road and down the line, they are successful in many different facets.
Yeah, the stat that's not on there that's really prevalent for the Longhorns is they're 6th in rebound margin in the nation, and that's already showing up in this game. Cowgirls come out in the zone. Maybe this will help them a little bit with their rebounding margin.
Cross court to Booker. She's in the lane. Short shot. Twice off the rim, but Jones with the rebound for Texas.
Yeah, that was just a high situation right there.
And Booker makes them pay.
And a lot of times, height doesn't matter on rebounding, but, Everett was she was giving up about, 7 inches there. That just, she couldn't get the rebound.
Everett, the transfer from Kansas State at the top of the circle. Puts it on the floor. Into Gusters. Shot clock winding down. Turns over the rock. Falls on the floor, but the basket falls too.
Yeah, give credit to Everett for getting her the basketball, and also give credit to Coach Hoyt. That's right now for the Cowgirls. They need to play their offense completely through her.
Knocked away, picked up by Noble.
This is when Garzon gets open.
And they're going to turn it over.
That's some of the best footwork you'll ever see by anybody on the pivot. And Hannah's getting so much better at doing that. But I go back, give credit to Everett for making the pass. And then right there, this is one of the things we talked about with Corsi. 10 of those layups were made the other night against BYU, but she didn't have to go against the length and the physicality of the Longhorns.
Called a held ball there. Oklahoma State to inbound, into Hurd.
Play through Gusters. Here comes the ball screen. Now she's open. Got to find a way to get her the ball.
She does.
And Mike, this is just simple coaching right here. You don't have to have a lot of production and sometimes throwing the ball inside. But just a simple bounce pass into her right there ends up getting a foul, gets them closer to being in the bonus. That's why you throw the ball inside.
Just a couple of substitutions.
And I'll be shocked if Coach Hoyt doesn't just continually try to throw the ball to Hannah right now.
Amina Muhammad is checked in for Texas. Langren back on the floor for Oklahoma State. And Adisha Fye checked in a moment ago as well for Texas. Noble drives, loses the handle, and picked up in midcourt by Gonzalez for the layup.
Yeah, you just got to be able to penetrate and get in there and be able to handle the ball. Right now, the thing that's really killing the Cowgirls are the turnovers right now.
And an answer by Hurd as she makes a tough move inside the pump and the and one.
Yeah, and Mike, this was different than her earlier shot. She got into her body this time, and she was strong with the ball. She took contact. She was able to finish the play. That's how you finish down in the perimeter.
Foul on Holly. She picks up her second.
The Cowgirls have pressed this year a little bit. They'll be anxious to see.
Jackalega Winnetonda checks in for Texas, 6'2" sophomore out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Hurd can't finish off the three-point play, and Praise Egarepa at the scorer's table set to check in for the Cowgirls.
Yeah, Praise is coming in to give Hannah a little bit of rest, which, like I said, she goes for about 3 to 4 minutes at a time, and then she just needs a breather.
Corner three, backing up. And it's good for Gonzalez.
Yeah, and really, when you want to talk about that, Hurd's got to get out there, but Hannah has to talk to her because you don't have eyes in the back of your head. And that's when your big girl or your middle of your area of your zone has to let somebody know that that person's there.
Hurd picks up her dribble. Got to get rid of it. Does so just in time. Shot clock at 7 for the Cowgirls. Cut, Langerman fires. Doesn't get the roll.
Yeah, but Langerman played that the right way. Anytime you have pressure like that, always back cut. She was able to get open.
Around and out, Langerman with the board. She's been missed utility for the Cowgirls last several games. Hurd for three, short. Langerman again with a rebound. Into Guster's push on Texas, and that may be on Booker. Nope. Instead, they call it on Phi as Egareva checks in.
Praise is coming in now for the Cowgirls, and the best thing I can tell you about her is she's 7th in minutes played on this team, but she's the best rebounder we have. So her value right now is coming in on rebounding.
Garzone misses. Whistle on the rebound against Texas.
I rest my case. She's going to the glass. That's why she gets fouled. She's such a good rebounder.
14 foul here on Texas with 6:44 to go in the half. That one again on Phi, so she picks up 2 quickies. I'll see. Egareva makes the move and lays it up and in.
The Cowgirls have figured out right now that's where they're going to have to attack the Longhorns. Now it becomes really important for Texas to get a good shot, or it becomes important for the Cowgirls to get a stop.
That wasn't a freshman move, was it? Mid-range jumper is good.
Yeah,
Gonzalez off to a great start.
Yeah, that all started because of Booker. She's just out there as a point guard. She's being unselfish, and she just kind of probes with the dribble and finds Gonzalez.
Hurd from the wing.
Yeah, great ball movement there. Now all of a sudden they're shooting the temperature indoors instead of the temperature outside.
Cuts the deficit to 6 for Oklahoma State. C gets a hand on her. Gets to it. It's out of bounds. But you can't deny the hustle there by Annegret Assi.
Now remember what we said earlier, Mike. If you're going to get threes against the Longhorns, it's going to have to come in transition or great ball movement. Hurd's able to get open there. Great ball movement. This is the second time these Cowgirls have gotten on the floor along with the Longhorns for a loose ball.
The Texas 3-step, I guess, because it was traveling.
Yeah, and this is, Texas has not been sped up, but their last couple of offensive possessions have been sped up a little bit.
29-23 our score here in the second quarter. Hurd drives all the way down. Assi, top of the circle. That is good. It's a long 2, and we got a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, the reason is now you're penetrating, you're strong with the ball, you're not turning it over, you're throwing it outside for open shots.
Short.
That's a hard shot right there to make. Gonzalez coming off a double stagger.
Assi with the long 2. Cowgirls within 4 here on ESPN Plus. Live. Welcome back to Big 12 Now on ESPN Plus. Texas was off to a 12-0 start before Big 12 play, then won a game at Jackson State without Rory Harmon. She was injured in practice, missed that game, is out for the season. And what are the Horns missing? Well, a lot of scoring, a lot of dishing. She had 27 points and 13 assists in their win over UConn earlier this season. The first player in a quarter century to have those kind of numbers, 25 and 10 against UConn. She was the Paradise Jam MVP. And so obviously they're having to piece things together. And Coach Vic Schaefer talked about the comparison to Apollo 13. When that mission was up in space, they had to put some parts together to get home. Well, that's what Texas is trying to do this season without Rory Harmon.
Yeah, and Oklahoma State tried to do what they did earlier, and they're coming out of a timeout. Texas probably told them, watch the deep pass on the press offense. But you're right. When you take your quarterback off your team or your point guard, it really causes a lot of issues, specifically early on, as teams adapt.
Jones inside for the basket. She's shooting just under 65% from the field, 6th in the country.
Yeah, I'm telling you, she's the player of the game so far. She's done a great job. She's been patient with her shots, and the Longhorns have done a good job of getting her the basketball.
Garzon steps inside the arc.
Yeah, that's key for the Cowgirls, because as I showed earlier on the broadcast, as Garzon goes, so go the Cowgirls.
In double figures with 10 this afternoon. Hurd on Booker, the freshman, guarding each other. They get it to Jones. Texas turnover.
Yeah, great job by the guards digging down on the big. Anytime the big puts the ball down in that area. And once again, we tell you it's the second time that Hurd has driven in there and gotten the foul, but she did it because she's able to get the body with contact. Watch her go in, she takes contact, and she's still able to get it up in the air. Gonzalez wants to appeal to the Supreme Court. That was not a foul.
So Hurd at the line. Converts on the first. And Barry, we got ourselves a one-possession game here late in the first half.
Yeah, and I was just going to tell you, I've had the opportunity to watch Gonzalez play over the last couple of years, and I just like her because she's feisty. And she's got a little bit of fight in her. Now, I really like that.
Hurd makes one of two. 3-point Texas lead. Moore.
It's the second time she's done that. Second time to come back, 15-footer. And comfortable. Didn't even hesitate.
7 points for Aaliyah Moore.
Cowgirls need to get a screen. Too much dribbling.
Langerman drives, has it blocked. Texas recovers the loose ball.
Yeah, and Riley's got to understand when you drive in there, you're probably not going to be able to score, but you've got to drive to pass. Find the open player without trying to get the shot off.
Into Jones, she's fouled. Langerman called for her third. And J.C. Hoyt's got a short bench already.
Yeah, she does, but I think bringing Gusters back in the ballgame, especially right now with just a 5-point deficit, is really good. She can finish the half with Gusters on the floor.
Moore turns, gets her own rebound, and she'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, the freshman got a little bullet right there, but Moore goes up, gets her own shot, now goes to the free throw line. And she's really a good free throw shooter. She's shooting right at 76%.
Hurd gets called for it.
Well, it's kind of pivotal moment in these next 2 minutes and 42 seconds because Texas is going to either pull away or the Cowgirls are going to stay there, and the Cowgirls have to attack now. So expect for them to go into Gusters, and also they're in the bonus situation now coming up. So I would expect the all ball on the offensive side for the Cowgirls will be on the interior.
4-0 run after the deficit was cut to 3. And I see we'll bring it across midcourt. Started by Mwinatanza.
is.
Into Gusters. Call for the travel.
Yeah, she did. Great defense by the Longhorns. Just walled up. Took away her footwork at that time.
Moore, Gonzalez, and Jones all with 9 points here in the first half for Texas. Jones short this time.
This is when you get open for threes right here. Good back cut.
Gives it up to Gusters, fights her way in, knocks it down.
Yeah, it's a big play by Dorsey. Or Quincy, I should say. I coached the kid named Dorsey. But, yeah, Quincy made a great pass there.
Jones the rebound and the putback. Missed by Winatanda. But boy, Jones is having a great first 20 minutes.
Yeah, this pass right here to Gusters all comes because Quincy makes a back cut. But we go back to the other end here, and I tell you what, Jones just gets the rebound. She keeps her hands up in the air. She didn't go over the back.
She's one board shy of a double-double, already 11 points, 9 rebounds.
I think she's player of the game so far. She's really had an outstanding ball game. Got the possession now. Go the Longhorns. Cowgirls got the last one. Texas may have got away with a bump there. That or Garzon needs an Academy Award, but thought she got bumped a little bit coming off the ball screen, but once again, we talked about that's the physicality of this game.
Lagerman checks back in with those 3 fouls. Approaching the 1 minute mark here in the first half. Well defended inside by Oklahoma State. Noble.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that shot. You just got to find a way to make those. Get out of that trap. Go find a 3.
Half a minute to go here in the first half.
Yeah, we see that they would probably go to Gusters in this case. Try to get the best shot that you can closest to the basket.
Noble drives, uses her quickness. Gusters trying to get the rebound. It's knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, there's only 9/10 left on the shot clock, so this is going to have to be something at the front of the rim. I would expect they'll just throw it up there and let Hannah try to tip it. You just got to throw it anyway.
They get the shot off, and it's a shot clock violation. Nice effort by Langerman, but so the Horns will have a 7-point lead and one last shot here in the first half.
Yeah, and they'll come down here. They'll go right into a high ball screen most likely with Booker. I would expect that Booker was going to come off some type of screen, penetrate, watch her to dump off to Jones, or for a mid-range jumper. They did the exact opposite with Gonzalez. Cowgirls took Booker out.